Have you guys ever noticed me and Florian are only in the same room when we're having sex?
Oh my god.
Whoa. What the
blown.
fuck?
Mind equal blown.
Yeah.
And there's freeze frames of Florian's penis in my life all the time, just popping up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
No way. You're not Tyler. Wait, I'm not Tyler. You're Tyler.
No, you're the big penis that he's putting into the children's film.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'll be offended by the small penis.
That little girl was crying.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Don't forget, this is a PCP episode, boys. So you gotta recommend a movie for the poll at the end.
Oh no. What can we watch?
Hard to find a movie.
No, nobody. Did you guys forget we do this? What do you mean? Everybody's fucking grunting and sighing in disgust.
I'm glad you reminded us. So
I didn't even get to put an option on the rewatch poll. What a shame.
It's not really a rewatch. I've never seen The Wire.
You deprived me of my option.
Did we? What was your option?
That stupid vampire thing. What was it called? What we do in the shadows.
Oh no, definitely not.
Okay.
It was vetoed by me and Erich.
What? No, Erich loves it.
No, he said it's cringe.
I like that movie and show, but he's not.
It's not reviewable.
It's probably not worth doing.
And then the sarcastic vampire said something so ironic, and I had a good laugh. That's the review.
You don't understand. It actually gets really good later. Jeez.
It's like One Piece. You gotta wait for chapter 400.
The show?
Yeah. I actually haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, he's mad that we didn't put that TV show on the What Should We Watch monthly.
Yeah, for a movie.
Yeah. No, not for a movie.
Well, people could have just not voted for it if it's bad.
Which is what I think that's what would have happened, right? Like, I mean, that would have been like
something bad.
What was the horror movie Erich put on the poll last time? They got like 8% of the vote. That ugly guy, Super Ugly Man, the movie.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that one was
that
terrible,
guy is
so.
fucked up looking.
They definitely chose the right choice as usual.
Should I leave all this in at the beginning, or should I just start a new podcast?
Yes, people must know.
I think, yeah.
They must write a comment that they want to see what we do in the shadows.
Okay, I'll leave it in, and I'll start the show officially. How's that?
Hell yeah.
Right. Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Is It Kino, your favorite movie review podcast. I am Robert Paulson. Rip in peace. Joined as always by Florian Himsel.
Wow, you're Robert. Okay, I guess I'm Ed Norton then. Yeah.
No, you're Mark Ruffalo playing Edward Norton.
What does that mean?
You don't remember when we talked about that like a month ago?
Oh yeah, I think you were wrong about that.
Oh, really?
What?
It didn't check out.
And the Jared Leto blonde man to my Tyler Durden, Erich McCoy.
Damn, I was gonna say I was him. Our fucking minds right now. But I think Jared Leto being in these movies is hilarious. He's also in what is that fucking other Panic Room? He's also in Panic Room.
Oh, really? He was there?
Yeah, American Psycho, Morbius. Yeah. You might have heard of that one.
Oh yeah.
Jared Leto is in some of the best movies of the past like 30 years, and then he's in absolute shit like The Suicide Squad.
Now, would you put Morbius into the good or the bad camp?
Oh my god, no, you did not just say that. Oh my god.
Hey, but he was probably the worst part about it, okay? So he had all the chances to make it good, he failed.
You thought the Joker was the worst part of that movie?
Yeah, Jared Leto.
I don't know. I almost felt like that was a relief when the Joker popped up during Suicide Squad.
I mean, I liked when he popped up, but he was not played well or designed well.
I like that he's like a weird cut guy. It was funny. He's got face tattoos and shit.
Pops up and he says, "Honka honka."
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, I liked it, but whatever.
And the man who
Wow.
put Fight Club on the PCP People's Choice poll all those weeks ago, Weekend Warrior.
Hey guys, I am Jack's enlarged prostate. So what's up?
And what part of Jack
guys
are
ready
you,
to
E.
fight
Rich?
American consumerism.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm Jack's shriveled little dick.
Wow. Well, I guess I'm his malfunctioning brain.
Now, Weekend, you put this on the poll because you said it's one of your favorite movies. So I wanted to start with you.
Sure did.
Yeah, what's your obsession with Fight Club?
I think it's one of the best romance movies of all time.
Wait, hold on. I think we're
Yeah.
breaking the tenet of Fight Club by talking about Fight Club in any way.
No way.
And now, do you think
Podcast.
every
What?
podcast that has ever
Yeah.
reviewed Fight Club has made that joke?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that-
Yeah,
we're
but the
already
rules
on part
are-
of Project Mayhem, so now we're just not allowed to ask questions. Okay, we can talk whatever we want.
Well, Florian, you did post something interesting in the chat earlier today. You said Fight Club is Black Lives Matter and Robert Paulson is George Floyd. What did you mean by that?
Oh,
I think you're
Whoa.
getting a little confused there. That's what you
Like somebody in their community got killed and now they're justifying all their violence on the town?
wait,
Wow.
is Florian, are you just the Tyler Durden for our monkey?
Yeah, you're my
He
Tyler Durden.
thinks that
Well,
somebody weird has posted this thing.
Oh, you think I post? You think I posted his racist ass video on his main channel? Yeah, totally, man.
Yeah, you wrote that script. You said it was a good idea.
Yeah, that's all me. Yeah.
Monkey took a nap and it's like, oh, what's this racist shit doing on my channel? Oh my god.
I have insomnia, but I somehow slept 4 days straight. What happened?
Mhm.
Still pretty awake though. Yep, can't get.
So,
any
Weekend,
sleep.
you said that this is your favorite romance movie?
It's up there, right next to Notting Hill.
So that means you like the character of Marla.
No, I like the idea of Marla, I guess. Like
Why?
no, like
Let's hear him out.
okay, this is my synthesis, right? So it's about finding love, not just romantic love. There's also the self-love aspect to it, because
It's about masturbation.
yeah, it's about self-improvement, masturbation, all those wonderful things,
Mhm.
right? So the narrator goes on this journey about, you think going through life doing what society tells you is satisfying. It's not. And then you activate your hide persona and you do whatever the fuck you want, and then it turns you into this mindless automaton, or it turns people into, at the end of the day, nameless people who follow you around. And it's not satisfying also. And really, it's about becoming your own man by killing yourself again. It's like this, it's like it's a constant theme throughout the movie where
What does that have to do with romance?
yeah, it's like loving yourself, bro.
By
It's
killing
learning to
yourself?
love yourself, Florian.
Yeah, it's like
So it's not the
pushing
romance with
yourself off
Marla
the
that
cliff.
you enjoy.
no, it ties into that, because he kind of becomes like this grown up. He grows up, quote unquote, and he's ready for romance. Hooray! Like there's this undertone of like being attracted to Marla, but he kind of acknowledges like, oh no, that's toxic, or I'm not ready for that. And then he goes through this retarded psycho journey, and at the end he gets the girl. After
So maybe
destroying everything.
it might be a bit of a metaphor for when you're dating somebody initially, you might play up different aspects of your personality, or
best.
yeah,
Yeah.
like play a different
Yeah.
version of yourself, and then true love is when you can just be your true self around them and they still accept you.
Yeah, at the end, when Marla goes, "Oh, what's wrong with your face?" And then she applies the gods and everything, and she
And
actually,
he sounds like Brad Pitt.
yeah, yeah, he does, kind of, yeah.
God, everything's so fucked up. Imagine Marla is
and-
such a stupid character as well. It's just like, yeah, I like to steal wherever I can, you know, and then I like
Yeah.
to call people while I commit suicide. Hell yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I've known too many
attention.
people like this. It
Florian.
was terrible.
Florian, you already got a call from me. Just you wait.
What? Well, I can't reach America in time, so I guess you're doomed.
No, he's gonna be
I mean,
like,
I
he's
think
gonna
I can
count the
wait.
days. Yeah,
I'll
Yeah,
take
you
a slow acting poison for me.
It's very slow. It acts over several days. Damn.
Yeah.
There are some
I gotta
quotes.
meet you at some point here.
There's some quotes from Marla that are evidently pretty popular because I hear them all the time. Like she says, Tyler, meeting you was the worst thing that ever happened in my life. Like that must be a really popular quote because I hear that pretty often.
You hear that constantly.
If people say that to me, like a lot of women that I date must really like this movie.
It's such a meme amongst women, right?
Yeah, it must be. Just the ones who know me. What are your favorite quotes from the movie?
Tyler, I can never tell who I'm talking to. Tyler,
Ooh.
yeah.
You're great in bed, Tyler. Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, I've heard that one for sure. Mostly from Florian, but
I kind of want to play my hand up front here. I really love David Fincher as a filmmaker. I think this movie is incredibly stupid. If you like,
Oh wow.
think about how the twist interacts with everything.
No, I think that part works
I
fine.
don't buy for a single second that I don't buy that Edward Norton was able to convince anyone to do any of this shit.
Well, the thing is that you don't actually understand the twist, you see.
Oh,
well, let's hear it, Florian.
Oh, don't I?
Yeah. It actually turns out that the entire movie is made up, and the only thing that's real is that the main character has testicular cancer, and then he makes up the entire rest of the movie. Okay.
So it's like Breaking Bad in that way.
Exactly. But no, it's actually like a lot of stuff in the movie just totally doesn't make sense, and it's shot in a way to imply that it doesn't make sense. Like when he walks into the bar, then suddenly the barkeeper teleports behind him. Like we specifically see a pan of the room, and there's no barkeep, and then pop, there's a barkeep, you know, and it's easy to miss that shit, but it actually implies that it's all fake. So. Yeah.
Or that we have an
No, I think it's just
unreliable
implying
narrator.
That the point of view we're seeing something through is someone who doesn't exist, and like they kind of play with the framing of things because like Edward Norton might be thinking Tyler Durden is doing this or that, but he's really the one doing it overall.
Well, yeah. I mean, that is the intended twist, but I mean, then they drop on a lot of hints that it's actually the other thing that I said.
Well, Weekend Warrior, you're the expert
like,
on
to
the
me,
film. I want to
Wait,
hear
wait,
your
wait.
analysis.
Wait, can we just go back to what Florian said that it's testicular cancer? How'd you pick that up?
I think he's joking.
No.
It's actually quite clear because the doctor tells him to go to a testicular cancer group, and he doesn't prescribe.
If he wants to see real pain.
Florian, you misunderstood that scene completely. The doctor says if you want to see something sad, go to that fucking testicular cancer group, and then you'll see what real sad people look like.
Well, that's because he doesn't want to he doesn't want to accept that he's got the cancer, but he definitely has the cancer. Okay, there's lots of references to him getting his balls cut off. Okay, it's
True.
Right at the end, right? True.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, there's also that in The Big Lebowski as well.
I mean,
No, he convinced me with that one, Erich. I mean, when he's at the police station and those guys hold him down to cut off his balls, I mean, that's pretty clear.
So the twist would be when they take out his boxers to go, Mr. Durden, your balls are gone, right?
Or perhaps, is it out of respect for Robert Paulson, who was a testicular cancer guy who lost his balls? Maybe that's why that's the punishment. They're inspired by him.
Oh, God.
R.I.P. Bob. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's definitely fake, just like Marla. He made up all those people, you know? There's no way they could.
Well, then who cares? Every single thing in the movies, just some guys having a fucking crazy, wacky dream. Who
Look,
fucking cares then?
I'm trolling, okay? But I actually saw this.
No, what? No way.
No, the troll is that I saw this exact video of a 20-minute explanation of how everything is fake, and the movie set it up on purpose by a channel called Anti-Logic, and I just
Anti-Reviews?
Anti-reviews and anti-logic.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's-
What about that? What a wacky coincidence.
Yeah, that's
should
definitely
team
not
up,
what I named
Florian.
my channel after, but yeah, it's a pretty interesting.
No, but Florian, the movie is constructed to be fake in that way because of the false character that's going through the entire thing.
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't
Like
make
that doesn't
any
mean
sense.
the whole thing is fake. It just
What-
means that one of the POV characters, one of the characters that's doing everything,
Yeah, but
is
why?
not actually there.
Why would there be fake shit happening when the character isn't even there? Like, why would they have a teleporting barkeeper? Why would they have it so that she writes
the point of view,
Yeah,
Florian, the point of view of the character who supposedly is there is not actually there. So in order to reframe how you see things, they have to like cut things differently.
They specifically showed us the barkeeper not being there. Why would they do that? It's specifically because he's made up the barkeeper, okay? It's just one of his characters.
Did he make up the barkeeper, or was the guy who's seeing it made up?
What guy?
I think it's supposed to be a misdirect to the audience.
Yeah.
I mean, he talks at length to that guy.
Guys, once again, Florian has derailed us down a retardation highway.
Okay.
And
this
trains
is
can't even go on the highway, so I don't even know what we're doing here. Can we talk about maybe some of the deeper themes of the film instead of this inane bullshit?
Sure.
Well, testicular cancer is a very deep theme of the movie.
Well, right now you're arguing
It's not
about
a
a
theme.
vanishing bartender instead of fucking nut cancer. So my question is, does anybody here want to argue that Tyler Durden is cool or uncool?
I think it should be a balance.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that everything he does is completely anti-productive and bad.
Well, because I know people like a certain Kino Corner might think of Tyler Durden as a literally me character, and then I'm watching this movie and he's like putting pornography into children's films, and I'm like, I don't know, this is the character you want to be like?
Is he grooming kids?
He's a fucking sicko. He's just a freak.
Yeah, and
and
he threatens to kill people. He blows up stuff. He beats up people for no reason.
Yeah, like
On soup.
towards the end, we find out he has stolen like 50 people's IDs, and he's going to like
IDs,
go kill them all in 6 weeks
Yeah, it's great.
if they don't go to veterinary school.
Yeah, I think it should be
Like
some sort
in
of
a way,
balance.
it reminds me of Saw, the movie Saw, where it's like Jigsaw is trying to like make a point to people to improve their lives or something, and Tyler Durden kind of works in the same mold, where it's like he's trying to show you the value systems that you've built up in your life are actually meaningless, and there are better things to strive for or go for. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about the end of this movie, because he's trying to blow up all the credit card companies. Like, I don't understand several things about that, because first of all, why are there 5 or 6 buildings that are all fucking credit card company?
It's the credit card
buildings
company
all within
district.
shot.
No, it's the credit card company district, bro. Of course they're gonna be.
Like, what would that even achieve? It's just the credit cards.
There's no way that they don't have
Symbolic.
backup records or some other
Yeah.
shit to go back on. It's not like all of society is going to fall apart when he blows up those fucking buildings. That's
Well, he
just dumb.
doesn't want it to fall apart. If anything, he wants people to have less debt. But how many people actually have active credit card debt? Probably not many, because it's like an insane interest rate.
I do.
Right?
I think in the United States there's a lot of people in credit card debt.
Well, how much interest is on that, Image?
It's going up lately.
It's been going up. They keep raising it.
Is it like 20%? Because you're actually supposed to pay it monthly.
It's like
credit
16
cards.
to 20% a lot of times, I think.
It is. Are you telling me you have actively debt?
But that's annual, right?
Well, that's a lot annual. Though.
I think it's annual.
I mean, that's insane
It's APR.
amounts. Like, if you don't pay that back, you have to pay
Yeah, you're
extra
fucked,
20%.
But let's say hypothetically the plan works, they destroy all the buildings and all the records are lost and everybody's debt is now zero. Isn't that kind of the opposite of the message? Wasn't he kind of shitting on people who dedicate their lives to capitalism and buying furniture and shit? Like, shouldn't they suffer with the debt that they choose to have?
Fair.
You know, like if they choose to live like Tyler Durden, they wouldn't have that debt. Well, why is he clearing their debt for them? Like, shouldn't they just embrace his lifestyle regardless of their debt?
See, that's a good point.
I don't
Monkey,
think it
but-
makes sense. I don't think his whole thing, and
No way.
that's probably part of it. It's probably part of it that like
Yeah.
Edward Norton has had some kind of psychotic break, and this like cool version of him that's a rebel and a loner
Anarchist,
and like
whatever.
can fuck anyone he wants and steals cars and all that shit. Like that's not an actual like realistic way to live.
It's
You're
not
not gonna get
sustainable
around all
long
right.
term.
With that,
Yeah.
it is not
Yeah, it's
sustainable
not.
long term.
No, we'll just steal each other's cars. It's fine. We'll just steal them back.
It was a metaphor. It's symbolic. It's symbolic. You can be free of your shackles. I think that was the point of it. But realistically, they probably have some. They probably had the internet at that time or something like it. They have records.
Did.
I agree with Erich.
Yes.
You're gonna have records. It's just gonna
But,
be. Oh, you destroyed the building. We're gonna hunt you down for the rest of your life. You're gonna get in prison the moment you go down the fucking elevator, right? That's gonna be probably what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna assume that the filmmakers or the author of this thing knows that it's not a like single solution. We did it. We fucking got everybody out of their chains of debt. So it's just pointing to how the destructive cycle of Tyler Durden's whole like just fight to be alive and fight to like feel closer to some kind of meaning in your life doesn't actually do anything for people. It's a very short term like make yourself feel better in the moment.
I mean, that's why I think there should be a balance between Tyler Durden and the narrator Edward Norton.
Like it's
not really.
Like he's specifically destructive. Like every bit of advice he gives you is just plain retarded. It's like, hey, why don't you?
Yeah, that's why there should be a fucking balance, right?
There should be no balance. There should be no Tyler Durden.
No, I think you should know how to fucking fight.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, you should.
No, you shouldn't.
I'm living in a third world hellhole. I should know how to fucking fight.
Well, okay, that may apply to you, but I don't think most people should know how to fight. Okay,
I'm gonna hashtag blog a bit. I had a friend here who visited from Europe, and one of the things we did, we enrolled her into a Krav Maga course, and she was laughing during sparring because she didn't understand. Like, you have to guard, you have to put your hands up, and she was laughing because the concept of conflict is so alien to her, when really you should know how to fucking fight. I think.
No, that's.
Florian, I think you should fight all of us.
Why would I fight? I just said fighting is bad. I'm sorry that you're still all on the Tyler Durden train and trying to start a fight club, but no, you actually...
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to start a fucking fight club. I'm just saying you should know how to fight. You should know how to defend yourself.
Well, that would be some kind of fight club where you go to learn that.
Yeah, no, you're frustrating me, Florian.
Florian, are you aware of the concept of martial arts?
Yeah, martial arts, Florian.
Process that you learn about how to...
It's not destructive. Like there's the middle fun part where
destructive. Like what are you talking about?
Just people are just fighting for catharsis. There's this sense of lack of meaning with everyone, and Tyler Durden and the narrator tapped into that.
First you're telling me it's for self-defense, and now it's fun.
No, I'm like talking about the greater themes of the movie. It's a segue.
I mean, like it doesn't even make sense. Like they specifically fight so that they get injured. They don't fight so that they get better at fighting. Like,
yeah, but that's the balance part of the argument, Florian. That's the fucking balance part of the argument, bro.
Well, Weekend
they're just fighting and destroying themselves to feel alive. That's the catharsis part.
Well, Weekend, I'm trying to balance out the Tyler Durden. Other than fighting and self-defense, what other attributes of his character do you think people should lean into in their everyday lives without going full Durden?
I've got the answer for this one.
Okay,
it's being Brad Pitt. That's
being very handsome and charismatic.
Yeah. Being incredibly handsome and cool, and whatever you say, people will not actually listen to it because you look cool.
I mean, they listen quite well. They always fully accept what he says, you know?
No, you know what? When Erich said that he doesn't think Edward Norton can pull off what Tyler Durden did here, I think he has a point there. Because there was this part where he was just... When Tyler Durden was doing the speech, you are not your things, you're not your fucking bank account. Mm. And then we see it in Edward Norton's perspective. I just cringed a little bit. Like...
Yeah.
Oh,
imagine Edward Norton being like, "You are not your thing. They don't define you. You can."
He can do the voice. Jesus. But what is everyone talking about? Edward Norton looks fine. Like he could be a leader of men. Jesus.
But he's not Brad Pitt. That's what we're saying. Like,
yeah,
there's a charisma and like a magnetism that Brad Pitt just has. That when he says something, you're like, "Yeah, I kind of agree with this guy." That I don't think Edward Norton can conjure.
Yeah, I should run down my apartment.
Despite me saying that Edward Norton can't pull it off, I think just having confidence in your daily life does wonders for you. like retarded.
Oh, it sure does. But like,
yeah.
look. Here's the simple solution here. Like, if I saw Edward Norton beating the shit out of himself outside of a bar, I would not go up to him and be like, "Hey, that seems pretty cool." If I saw Brad Pitt beating the shit out of himself outside of a bar, I would go over and be like, "Why is he doing this? How can I get involved?"
Well, that's very strange of you to admit.
Well, they share the rumor that Tyler Durden only sleeps 1 hour a night, which is probably true, and that he was born in an insane asylum. So I think the people who want to follow somebody like that might be interested no matter what they look like, unless they have like a homoerotic interest in Brad Pitt.
Oh, wait. Since we touched on that, wait. I just want to say there's a lot of gay shit in the movie.
What?
No way.
That might be projection weekend.
Yeah. And it's funny because the author's gay. And
what?
He put it in there. Yeah, Jack Palance.
Is it Bret Easton Ellis?
Gay people cannot make art, first of all.
Yeah.
Are you saying that scene where he suckles onto the man tits of Meatloaf was gay?
His name was Robert Paulson. Come on!
God damn it! Oh my God!
His name is Meatloaf. Okay.
No, his name's motherfucking Robert Paulson.
They could have never dragged him home after he was shot in the head, okay? That's completely made up as well.
Come on, man. Let's have this fucking dramatic moment, goddammit. Don't put reality into the good story moment.
Can I read off a list of the things that Tyler Durden complains about, and we'll see if we agree with them?
Yes.
All right, go
And
ahead.
I just want to point out, this is a very 1999 movie. Like, people were just so bored in the 90s. It's the greatest era in mankind's history. Like, no wars or nothing. And, like, they're complaining about, like, how bored they are. Like, that's how good it is for them. Little do they know, fucking, like, 9/11's coming. But he complains... let's see, there's no Great War nor a Great Depression. He's sad about both of those things not happening.
Yeah.
Welly, well.
Now, are you guys hoping for a Great War or a Great Depression to enrich your life?
What he's saying is
Clearly not.
that's what like great men cut their teeth onto.
Right,
That's
yeah,
it's
bad times make strong men, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that meme, yeah.
So we don't agree with those.
Clearly. Well,
No.
you seem to like that quote, right?
I mean, just to make you mad, Florian. Most of my opinions that I share with you are just to make you mad. I don't really care about
That's what I
that
used to
kind of
think,
shit.
but then you made that BLM video, so now I'm thinking you're actually telling the truth.
You
all the
think
time
one
when you
line
mention
out of an
that.
11-minute video is what the whole video's about, Florian?
Yeah, it was pretty central. It's like, yeah, these
You need to
black
rewatch
people-
that video, Florian. You missed a few parts. Okay, yeah. Thank
I
you
don't
for the
know how-
yawn. That's how I feel as well, Rich.
Yeah, I don't know how you can see a guy who's getting choked to death by the cops and you're like, yep, overdose, clearly.
I think
honk shoe, meme.
I'm just saying, if he was sober that day, he'd still be alive. But here's what Tyler Durden also complained about. He thinks that living in a 1,700 square foot condo sucks, and watching sitcoms sucks. Now, I think both of those sound pretty good.
Wait,
It
17 or
depends on which
17?
sitcoms you're talking about.
Family Matters, Reba. I'm not going to give you like the best ones, like the mid ones. Full House.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, he could watch anything, I don't know.
Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh, are we talking about 90s sitcoms?
I'm just naming off the first ones that came to mind.
Friends.
He could watch Home Improvement.
Yeah, like season 8 of Friends.
Honestly, I would fall into Tyler Durden's ways if Friends was on TV, and that's what my option was to watch.
Well,
True.
that was pretty popular in 1999, right?
It was. It really was.
So maybe he was right.
I mean, there was a lot of good movies back in the day. I don't know. So why are you focusing on sitcoms, Tyler? It's very
Because
strange.
because that's what he mentions.
I guess he's just hooked on them. That's the issue. It was all in his mind. He could have watched the good movies, but he was just. It was just too easy to turn on the sitcoms instead.
Do you guys think Brad Pitt is good in this movie?
Yeah, I
Sure.
think it was okay. Yeah.
He fits the role.
Does he though? Because he's like self-improvement is bad, and then he's ripped. Like, what the fuck? Why aren't you like?
Because he is a psychotic, like, incel loser guy's imagination
He's like
of
the
what a
Joker.
cool guy
Yeah.
is.
I mean, sure, but wouldn't he have like a million scars and like be punched a million times? I don't know. Does he just heal
No, 'cause
back
he's
every
fake.
time?
Yeah, he's imaginary.
Yeah.
I guess Ed Norton is the real version, and
he's covered in scars and black eyes and shit.
Yeah.
He's a fucking Chad.
Although Brad Pitt does have the hand scar from the acid or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, the hand vagina. Yeah. Such a weird.
Was that in the whole movie the whole time, or did that just show up when he was having?
Now I gotta rewatch it, you son of a bitch.
I have to check
it was in the movie most. Well, I guess actually I don't know, but yeah, once he gives him the burn, then it shows up everywhere.
Okay, somebody ask ChatGTP.
Yeah, it's the most reliable source. One time I swear I saw an episode of a TV show, and then I asked ChatGPT, and then it just wrote that episode for me, and I was wanting to know the truth, but it was just lying to me.
Oh, it just made shit up?
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, there was no Ren and Stimpy episode where he shat on the wall and then sold that as a piece of art. Tragic.
If you can't trust ChatGPT, then who can you trust?
Yeah, not even Tyler Durden. No one's trustworthy.
Not even God.
Florian, can you explain this quote to me? I assume you said yes.
I don't know. I can't explain it.
Okay, well, I'll read it then. It says, I haven't been fucked like that since grade school.
Well, Tyler specifically said, she said so many fucked up things. And that was one of them.
Is she saying that the narrator has like an elementary school child-sized penis?
I mean, I assume that she experienced.
I think she's saying she was molested.
Oh, she did. It wasn't sex with somebody, one of her peers. It was like a rape.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably why it's
a little more fucked up.
Yeah.
You know the funny thing about that, the original line was, "I want to have your abortion." Yeah, and
they had Joss Whedon come in and punch up the script a little bit.
No. The producers asked them to change the line, and one of the stipulations is, once I've changed this, there are no backsies. We can't change it back, and that's what they thought of the grade school line.
Why were people so sensitive about abortion shit back then? I feel like it's not nearly as bad now. Like Moral Oral, the TV show, was canceled because they did a fucking abortion episode. Family Guy had to have a straight to DVD thing with the abortion episode. I feel like today that stuff would fly.
Well, except for real abortions, which they're trying to ban again. So,
but I just mean, like, even mentioning them in the media seemed so taboo back in the day.
Yeah.
People were big crybabies. Yeah.
I mean, abortion just makes sense, you know? It's just a good option to have.
I'll always be pro-abortion. Fuck that. I'm not bringing a child into this world looking like me. You kidding me? Fucking Florian Jr., wow. Could you imagine?
Wow, poor you. Wow, you must have it so hard all of the time. Damn.
What are you talking about? I'm Tyler Durden, dude.
Fuck.
I do want to point out, Florian, he's anti-gun and also, I guess, anti-self-defense in any way. So if you ever see him on the street and you want to rob somebody, it sounds like he's not going to give any resistance at all.
Wow.
Just say, like, he'll call the police, but those Austrian cops, they take a little bit of time. It's going to be like 20 minutes. They got to finish their schnitzel before they respond to the call.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do, if you get robbed?
I'll shoot him. I got a big gun.
Yeah, shoot.
It's my Glock 800.
No, you would beg him to shoot you. Admit it.
Yeah, I'd say just kill me. Kill me, please.
Please, pull me out of my misery.
I'd say shoot me in the back of the throat to kill the man who's in my brain. And then I will be okay.
That's one of the stupidest fucking things I've ever seen. Is that, like, that's how they solve it. And apparently, so have you guys heard about the Chinese cut of this movie?
Oh yeah, that's so fucking funny. Yeah,
it's the best.
What is it?
Yeah, so it ends before all the buildings blow up. It cuts to a card that says that the police were able to figure out Tyler Durden's schemes and arrest him. And then it says that he went to a psychologist or something and was cured and then released in 2020 or something. Or 2012, I don't fucking remember. It's the most hilarious thing. But what's funnier is that that's apparently how the book kind of ends. So, like, that Chinese release is closer to how the book plays it than how the movie plays it.
Yeah, they just couldn't stand the inaccuracies. It's too bad, you know?
Spoilers for the book, the buildings don't blow up.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I was right. I said gay people can't make art. That's why David Fincher, a straight man, needs to come in and fix it. He made it better.
I mean, that movie is probably one of the best movies ever. So
Now, did
Yeah, this ending.
go ahead, E. Rich.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah.
The ending in the movie is so much better than what's in the book or the fucking Chinese version of it. That's just absolutely insane. It reminds me of
the Chinese
Psycho,
version is the best.
where at the end of Psycho, they have a psychologist come out and explain everything that happened in the movie, and then be like, "Oh yeah, he's in hell." It's like, this is stupid.
I'm not actually sure I've seen that movie.
Was that in the remake as well?
It's shot for shot, so I have to assume.
Yeah, I haven't seen either one.
Wow.
Weekend, do you have any more gushing about this movie since it's your all-time favorite classic, and I guess you enjoyed the shirtless scenes of Brad Pitt a little bit? Is that what you were saying?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I also like the ending just before the credits. That little piece of pie. Oh my god, that was perfect. No, I like this movie. It's like a dark adult romance / coming of age for a guy who feels like he doesn't know what to do with his life, even though he followed what you're supposed to do. Like, there's this line in the movie where Tyler Durden and he talk about, their dads, and Dad, I did the job. Now what? And he's not satisfied, and he tries to do some other thing, and it's still not as satisfying as he thought it would be. So, and then he figures out the solution by shooting himself. I like that.
Impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, this is clearly one of...
Do you think it's... it's like on purpose, and that I should do that if I ever get a alternate personality that takes over my life, that I should just shoot myself in the throat and that will instantly erase the problem?
It would be fucking funny if it just maims your alter ego also, right? Like, what the fuck did you do?
So they have the same thing.
Yeah, they have the same. You're a fucking
It's gonna
idiot.
sound much worse and not as persuasive when he sounds.
Yeah.
Look, he made a sacrifice to kill Brad Pitt, okay? It's worth it. But his other alter ego, Marla, is still alive, and he's totally masturbating to her all the time.
Oh, Marla's not real either.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, damn.
When that scene where she's in traffic, the cars just totally ignore her, and she just faces through them. She's totally fake.
That would be nice if she was fake. I hate that character. That's why I gave this a 4-star on Letterboxd instead of 5.
Damn.
But have you guys tried to review this on Letterboxd?
Not yet, no.
It fucking pranks you. Like when you write your review, it says, you're forgetting the rules. You can't talk about this.
Oh, you're not talking about Fight Club.
Does Letterboxd have other stupid things on other movies, or is it just Fight Club?
Yeah, I know for Mission Impossible, when you tried to log the newest Mission Impossible movie, it played you a message from the IMF.
Does it still do that, or was that just during the release?
I have no idea.
Fight Club is still going.
I guess this implies that Letterboxd actually sides with Fight Club and wants to blow up the credit card companies and does not want us to defy Fight Club or go to the police about them. That's very troubling. But yeah, she is such a horrible character. Can you imagine just going to support groups to hear what terrible stories they have to tell?
Maybe you should try that,
What
Florian.
this podcast is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so? You guys tell me all your horrible problems. You should tell me more of them, I guess.
E-Rich, can you relate to a character who meets a man named Tyler, who then introduces them to just a whole cavalcade of degenerate people? You could relate to that?
It's seeming familiar.
Yeah.
As a part of my life, that I'm a very mild-mannered, very buttoned-up person, and then I meet this much more extreme, much more
a real alpha
will
male.
say anything that comes on his mind. Real alpha male,
like the chattest man you've ever met,
comes into my life.
Just a real space
and I'm
monkey.
scheduled for podcast recordings, and I don't remember doing it.
Yeah. Oh, that's your narcolepsy or whatever, insomnia. You fall asleep and do the podcast and wake up.
Yeah. Although I also sleep during the movies. So.
Do we have any final thoughts on Fight Club before we say if it was Kino, and then go to the next poll?
I liked it. Fuck all y'all N-words.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Wow.
Hold on.
No, I didn't. Just joshing with you guys. I like it.
Weekend Warrior out of context account. Somebody started up on Twitter. I liked it. Fuck all y'all N-words.
Well, I think Fight Club is one of the best movies ever. When I first saw it, I was totally amazed by it, and each time I've seen it since, it's always held up. Like, seeing it this time, I specifically saw how fucked up literally everything that Tyler does is, and I guess I'm not at all enamored anymore by the crazy shit he does, but when I was younger...
Oh, wow, you were demystified about how awesome Tyler Durden is.
I mean, back in the day, I'm like, yeah, this man makes sense. I don't
What?
even know how that happens.
Wow.
Wow,
Except
you
for
really
the
were like the
Already
Kino
those
corner.
streets.
Yeah, weird, isn't it? Come on, don't fucking pull this. There's no way you watched this movie when you were young and you're like, yeah, this guy is very bad. We should not listen to him.
I think this is... this is my second time I've seen the movie, and I did see it once when I was young, and I don't remember having that impression. I think this is one of those, like, Shutter Island twist movies, only my problem with this one is... the twist is like good for the first time you watch it if you don't know what's coming, and then I feel like every repeat viewing, instead of getting better like some movies do, I think this one gets worse.
Well, I guess that would be the case with most twist movies, but I actually
I think Shutter Island did it good.
It did?
Yeah,
Maybe
I think it's good on the second watch.
I mean, I think it's pretty good here too, because you can see all the ways that the cult is forming despite him not wanting it, you know?
Yeah, but it also makes me really cringe when he's having breakfast discussions with Marla after she just fucked him all night, and now he's like acting like a different man and she's just confused. It just makes me cringe, I don't know.
I'm confused because why doesn't narrator guy feel his hips being weak or something?
Are his balls aching from shooting 4 condoms worth of cum?
Yeah, it should be like,
Or when-
there should be like rubber fire thing there, right?
There should be a lot of things.
Or when he beats himself up in his own office and then like says the guy has to pay him, or else he'll say, like, you could so clearly tell that he was the only one hitting himself and that the boss guy had not touched him, basically. Like,
Yeah, and they just give him a year's salary for free.
Like,
No, when they come in, they see the boss guy with hands on him. Like, he's timed it perfectly.
yeah, but Florian, when you hit someone with your knuckles get hurt.
Florian would not know that.
Clearly look at Norton's knuckles and
they
be
were
like, yeah,
covered
this
in
guy
blood.
clearly punched a shitload.
Dude, there's no way
It doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, it actually does matter quite a lot because he's covered in blood. There's no way this wouldn't lead to a lawsuit.
So wouldn't the guy punching him also have bloody fists, or at least his clothes or something?
No,
I mean, he definitely got some blood over him. So
I think the boss had no blood on him.
No, he definitely came all over him, you know.
He came on him? I mean, he was in like the blowjob position a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what? I think there's enough, like, I think there was blood on the hands and the optics
There
on
was.
it. And
Oh,
the
okay.
manager's too much of a fucking pussy to just go, oh, let's just fucking
There
pay
was,
him.
but it would
I mean,
be
pussy
a
or
criminal-
not,
no matter
you don't
what.
you don't want this kind of attention on your boss, you know. Like that guy would definitely pay him off. Like, there's no way that he
what
No
would.
matter
yeah.
what they agreed, there would
pussy.
be a criminal like investigation, and people's fucking wrists would be
No, there
looked at.
wouldn't
and-
be. Those weren't cops.
Yes,
Those were
there would
just
be.
private security. They didn't.
Guy,
need to
we're back
call
on the
cops.
Florian Highway, and I want to get back on the fucking railroad if we can. Everich, what are your final thoughts so we can go on to the poll?
Yeah, this is a very well-made movie. I think David Fincher is like kind of a master of his craft and has absolute control of what's going on here. But I think the movie is kind of dumb. Even if you kind of give it that the movie knows that Tyler Durden is dumb, like I think a lot of that stuff doesn't work from you've watched it 2 or 3 times now and you're going back to it and it has to hold up. I don't think it does hold up that well, but it's a really good-looking, well-made movie, and like I enjoy watching it at least for the couple hours that I spent. So
Yeah, I mean, that's a fine problem to have if you've seen it twice and then the third time it's bad. At least you've seen it twice, you know. It's definitely worth watching and recommending to people if they haven't seen it, at least.
Sure, but who hasn't seen Fight Club, Florian? This is the top of every fucking Letterboxd list, and
Is
it's
it?
probably like number 10 on IMDb.
It's good to return to the classics. This movie is like 20 years old. There's a whole generation out there who hasn't seen it. You know, these men have grown
almost
up
25.
Yeah, no, these kids have grown up and they don't know what the Fight Club is, and they need to be introduced to it, you know?
Well, I just watched a movie yesterday, a brand new movie called Bottoms, and this is not going on the poll. I'm just wanted to bring it up because it's supposed to be like a Fight Club for girls, lesbian movie. Either way, the movie sucked and it was unfunny, and there's very little Fight Club action in it. Like they really
put it on the poll.
I just watched it so it would save me some time, but I did not care for it. One of you can put it on.
Okay,
Did you like it, E-Rich?
No, I haven't seen it. Like, I was interested to see what it was like, and then I saw a trailer, and the trailer wasn't very good. I really like Io Adebiri, one of the stars of the movie, but
from The Bear?
I'm just not going to check it out. The worm turned on the movie, I think, on Twitter. So
really, because I've seen nothing but like praise for it. I feel like I was in the minority, so you might like it, E-Rich. That's like a 4.4.
If I didn't find the trailer funny, do you think it would work?
I just found a lot of the humor very unfunny. Maybe it's like a Gen Alpha type of humor.
Could be.
I mean, maybe
it's not out on VOD yet.
It is out on. You can watch it at home for free.
Oh yeah. Oh nice. I will watch it for free. Wink, wink.
Yeah. I just wish there was more violence. Like I wanted to see these early 20s beautiful women punch each other, and they really did not put that in the movie very much.
Damn it! This movie about women doesn't conform to your male gaze.
Well, they said it's a Fight Club for girls movie, and then there's like 2 short montages of them like barely grappling and wrestling. I wanted them like bloody fists punching like in this movie. Wow. That's what I thought I was signed up for, and I was very disappointed.
That was you want to see?
They said it's Fight Club for girls. That's what I want. Punch each other.
I mean, that sounds like what you wanted is Fight Club with girls for guys, you know?
I say that does actually sound like what a Fight Club for girls would end up being, where they don't do a whole lot of actual fighting.
Yeah.
Maybe stupid. Some scratching.
Well, Florian, are you putting that movie Bottoms on the poll this episode? I think Weekend might be.
No, I won't.
Okay, well, did you have something else you wanted to say, Weekend, before we move on to the poll?
I just love it. That's it. I love Fight Club. I think it holds up.
Okay, who wants to put something on the poll for everybody to vote on, for us to watch sometime next month?
I want to put a movie on.
Let's do it, E-Rich.
All right, so I'm going to recommend another David Fincher movie. I think it's my favorite of his movie, and it's The Social Network. What happens when the most autistic, awful person in existence gets control over most of the country and their data and how they interact with each other.
Is this another Elon Musk
It's a really good movie.
It's pretty close. It's Elon Zuck. Now, E-Rich, I've always thought that Social Network should eventually be a trilogy of films just because Mark Zuckerberg's life has continued to, he had so many Congress, whatever the fuck was going on with that and all these different things.
Congressional hearings, yeah.
Yeah, so depending on where his life story goes for the finale, I think Fincher could really make the most kino, biography type of trilogy of all time.
Could you imagine
They're probably waiting to see what a good
second movie story would be.
For what a good stopping point. What a good stopping point for the second movie would be, because it's hard to say without the full weave of his life what that would be like.
Well, what year did Social Network come out? Because maybe they should just make a Zuck movie every decade and just summarize what's been going on.
2010, I think.
So we're behind. Maybe every 15 years we'll get a movie.
I mean, can you imagine how lame that movie would be when it's just he takes his working company and then he just runs it into ground by making it all about the metaverse? What a soy-filled movie that would be. I guess that.
But he's still a billionaire, so I want to see this billionaire just try to play God and make $1 billion investments that go to shit. And he's like, whatever. I'm on to the next one.
Just the worst.
Hopefully, they include
ever.
the Facebook Live where he talks about making brisket and ribs. People.
Like, I could solve world hunger with this exact amount of money, or I could make the metaverse. Yeah, I'll try that one. Mm-hmm. That's a good movie.
Well, Elon Musk already said he would solve world hunger, right? So
yeah, and then he invented the Cybertruck.
Yeah, that's straightforward.
I would love Elon to like make a huge claim about the thing he's gonna do, and then he swerves completely in a different direction. So like he says he's gonna cure worldwide population, and then he creates a fucking Neuralink to put into chimps or something.
All right, he says he's gonna let Twitter users vote on all major changes in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wouldn't that be crazy?
If only he had the balls to stick with that. Jesus, could you imagine?
It would not be called X for sure.
Yeah, can't imagine.
Florian, what movie do you want to put on the poll?
You know what? Going with the classics has worked well for me with Fight Club, so I'm gonna put on Shawshank Redemption.
Oh wait, did you put Fight Club on the
Jesus
poll? I thought
Christ.
Weekend did.
I thought you were trolling. Yes, I put Fight Club on the poll.
Oh, what did Weekend put on?
Are you sure? No,
Yes.
he's trolling again. Are you trolling?
No, I
us again?
definitely put. Are you serious?
Erich, do you remember who put what on the poll last time?
No, I don't remember anything.
I thought it was Weekend.
I remember Fight Club was always my ace in the hole because I knew people would vote for it, so I put it on the
You could
poll.
just-
Wait, did you
I'm
put
gonna
like Puss in
look back.
Boots or something? Weekend?
Did I put Puss in Boots death?
Well, I
thing?
definitely
The
didn't.
death thing.
No, Florian put Puss in Boots.
No, I wouldn't put
You
Puss
put the
in Boots.
original one on there.
Oh yeah.
That would have been a different poll.
Wait, you know what? I'm just gonna check.
What was the last episode? Shrek 3?
I think so.
And I thought we would do Shrek 4, so I put Shrek 4. Florian put Puss in Boots 2010 or something.
Maybe I
Erich put the Ugly Baskin Man movie. And Weekend put Fight Club.
Wow.
That's got to be it.
How is this possible? I always wanted to put Fight Club on. How would Weekend possibly have beat me to it?
I'm just gonna. Okay. It's conflicting. I'm just gonna put it in the text. I'm just gonna put it in chat in the comments when this episode comes up.
I mean, I
Okay.
guess the comments will tell us anyways.
Yeah, that's true. Also, yeah.
Wait, so
Wow.
what movie did you say you're putting on? Shawshank Redemption?
Yep.
Okay.
Just imagine people voting for that one.
Now, here's the thing about that movie, and I am a bad son, I will admit, because I asked my dad one time, what is your favorite movie? And he said Shawshank, and I still have not seen the film. So this might be a good opportunity for me to bond with my dad. I say, hey, I finally watched your favorite movie 10 years after you told me to.
Well, I mean, I've seen it like 10 years ago, so that makes sense.
So we can catch up together.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Weekend, do you want to go next, or should I go next?
I have a movie. I can go next.
Okay.
I want to put in The Snowman. Since we watched something good, I want to balance it with something bad. This is allegedly a bad detective movie with
Harry
with
Hole?
the Harry Hole because I like the book. I like Redbreast. I like the other books, but The Devil Star. But this was one of his like later books, which was adapted poorly, from what I gather. So
Yeah, just to be clear, this is like a very serious detective drama, but the detective's name is Harry Hole, and it's like they don't even recognize the joke.
no, I mean like
Look at that lame ass snowman. This is the lamest movie ever.
I think
Mr.
the
Police, I gave you
pronunciation
all the
is
clues.
I
Yeah.
think the pronunciation is Hola. I don't know. Maybe.
Mr. Ole.
Wait,
Yeah, Ole.
is this not in English? Oh god.
It's in English.
no.
It's
Yeah.
what's the name of that guy?
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah,
Michael
Fassbender.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
but
could go for
it was
that.
based on a Norwegian book series.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they don't pronounce
okay.
Harry Hole the same way over there, I guess.
That
It has
would
a
be
different
funny,
meaning
though.
over there. It means like exiled detective in their language.
Yeah, probably.
It
Something
doesn't
cool,
mean
probably.
Harry Butthole. This disgusting, unshaven butthole.
I mean, if your surname is Hole, you've got limited options when it comes to naming your child.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
definitely
something
don't
more
put
Harry as the
flattering than
thing.
Harry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they picked
don't name your
Harry,
kid
like,
Butt.
You're dooming your child with Harry. Goddamn.
Yeah. Okay. So the
Never
poll everybody voted for one of the greatest films of all time by public consensus, and that is Fight Club. Now we're trying to put more David Fincher, more classics on the poll. Disgusting. guys, we have to remember where the show started, the PCP, the last remaining PCP podcast to have all cisgender members. Okay, we started off doing a certain type of film. And we need to go back. I put this film on the poll before, and it got second place, and then, that was like a year ago. I'm going to give it a second chance. It might not be able to win up against Snowman or whatever, but there's been a popular meme on the X-verse lately. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. The Mr. King of Queens himself, Kevin James, he's kind of doing this pose for Getty Images where he's like kind of shrugging and smirking. And have you guys seen this meme being posted everywhere?
Not yet.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm glad E-Rich has seen it. Just fucking the character from King of Queens is like the new hit meme right now. So I'm going to put on the poll. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Let's give it a second go around, folks. I want to watch this gay marriage. You guys don't like... We watched Mall Cop 1 and 2, and you said that's enough. I don't need any more Kevin James in my life.
I didn't say that. I wanted more Kevin James.
Yeah, why did we stop? We could have watched... We watched Click. There's so many Adam Sandler fucking universe movies we could be watching. You guys are trying to make us watch fucking Shawshank Redemption? You guys need some redemption on the poll.
They're gonna love the classics, okay? I'm gonna trust them that they're not gonna watch this stupid anti-gay movie, okay?
Anti-gay? What? That's not the movie. It was a pro-gay film. Spirit. Adam Sandler is woke.
Wow.
He made that pro-incest movie. That's my boy, okay? He's so woke, he's working 100 years ahead.
Wait,
he knows what the future... That's what they're going to fight for in the future. That's my boy. You haven't seen that movie?
No.
It's when Adam Sandler is a schoolboy he's like 13 and he fucks his teacher and gets her pregnant, and then she goes to jail and gives birth to Andy Samberg, and Adam Sandler is Andy Samberg's like dad, who's only 13 years older than him. And then the plot is, spoiler alert, and I hope you guys have seen this great film, Andy Samberg's getting married, but then Adam Sandler finds out that the fiance is cheating on Andy with her own brother. Oh. And he catches them fucking.
Wow, we should have watched that instead. Damn.
You can change your spot on the poll if you want to put that on instead of Shawshank. I'll fix it.
Way.
I'll update the poll.
Nobody will know.
It's not too late.
I don't know, Monkey. Can you beat Harry Hole? I don't know, man. Like,
maybe the fiance has a hairy hole and Adam Sandler will get a big whiff.
Wow.
E-Rich, you're a fan of That's My Boy, right?
Never seen it. Only heard it because of the Flophouse.
That's right. Well,
put him on the spot,
guys. We did another PCP well smoked. So, you guys want to plug anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna work right on that stupid ass Mauler video that goes on for 10 hours. So it's the last hour, and I'm gonna get it done, and then eventually it'll be on my anti-reviews channel.
Yeah, so I don't think we haven't explained this on the podcast, I don't think yet, Florian, but Mahler made a 6-hour video reviewing Ant-Man 3.
Quantum.
So the joke you're gonna do is reviewing his video, and you're gonna make it 12 hours long, like the maximum YouTube can be.
I mean, might be closer to 10. We'll see, I guess.
I mean, it would be funny if you're going to review a Mahler video to make it literally as long as possible.
Yeah, I guess that would be. But then EFAP might respond to it, and then
They can't! They can't go over 12 hours! It's literally impossible!
There'll be different parts to it, okay?
They're going to do it over a month?
A never-ending nightmare, okay?
Then you have to respond to their live stream, Florian.
I'll refuse. They'll have to have me on if they want to hear anything.
Oh man!
Oh, that was his plan all along. That was Florian's plan all along.
Florian, I mean, yeah, I have Mahler in my DMs, Florian. I've talked to him a few times. He educated me on Game of Thrones after I watched his video, and I didn't understand some of the things he said. So I could ask him to get you on EFAP or whatever if you really want to, Florian.
It should happen naturally, if at all. I don't even know if.
Yeah, networking is not natural. That's right.
Well, I think it's really funny because like one of Mahler's observations about people who review him is that they don't really take the time to understand his points, and you're making a double the amount video on his review. That's
it would be impossible for me to take my time to go into all of his points. There's just too much. Like, I'd have to watch that stupid ass 6-hour videos like several times to get all his points right. That's just not happening.
But imagine the torture of him having to watch that Ant-Man movie like 10 times to make his video. Now that's real torture.
That's a fun movie. How dare you?
Fuck off.
No, it's not.
Wow.
E-Rich, what are you plugging this week?
Yeah, you can find me on X at TZARREVAN, and then on Letterboxd at Revan138.
And what should the skin divers do?
I assume that. Oh.
They're now the space monkeys, and they should
Oh my lord.
take to the seas.
Okay. Spoiler alert for the final arc of One Piece. Weekend. What you got going on?
I'm making a video on, I think, Starfield for this week. So,
Wow.
like, just some preliminary comments because I haven't finished the game yet.
Have you thought about doing a Weekend Warrior video game analysis review video about Ballfrog?
You know what? I'll do a 12-hour Ballfrog analysis.
If you did, I would at least give you $1 on Patreon. At least.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh,
Wow.
my God.
Get that dollar.
Yes. It's called The Grind. Sigma Grind set for $1.
Yeah, it's called hustling, Florian.
Some
You
jobs
wouldn't know
like
that.
$12 an hour.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yes,
get.
You wouldn't know that.
That's
You
right.
wouldn't know that, Mr. Binding of Isaac. Oh, sure.
I reviewed a SpongeBob episodes for $30 from Toot. Okay, I've been there. That was one of my better videos, though.
You should only make video ideas that Toot gives you.
Yeah, she needs to pay up though.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.